Hello, welcome to today's video. Today I'll be teaching you this tie, and this tie I'll be needing 3 years of fabric to make this wonderful tie. It's very easy to make. This fabric I'll be needing is just 3 years of fabric to make this wonderful tie. Please, before watching this my video, help me to subscribe on my channel. Hit down that red button down there and subscribe for me. Like this my video and share my video. Thank you so much as you do so. Thank you. Love you. Alright, welcome to today's video. Today I'll be teaching how to make straight gown. Yes, straight gown is very easy to make, and I will be needing 3 years of material for this gown. Yes, like someone like me. I hope you can see me. Like me, I use 3 years for it. You can use 3 years, can use 2.5 to make this straight gown. Now the measurement I'll be needing my round bust, my round hip, and the full length of the gown I'm making. And on this video I'll be making short gown. So I'll first of all place my shoulder measurement. My shoulder is 16 inches. I divide the shoulder into two. Divide it. Take your tape roof like this. This is the 16 inches. I fold it into two like this. That is 8 inches. I hope you know that. Fold your tape into two to get your shoulder measurement. This is my shoulder measurement. It's 8 inches. From this edge here, from this edge here to here is 8 inches, right? Now I bring this thing out, this zip allowance. But in this video, I'm not going to be attaching zip on it. I'm not going to put in zip, but I just remove this zip side. But I'm going to sew it straight down. I'm not attaching any zip on it, because with the kind of allowance I'm going to be putting on this dress, there's no need of this the zip allowance. But on this particular one, it's optional. If you like, you can remove it and just take everything the way you want it. But I want the sewing. I want sewing to be at the back. I want it like that. So there's kind of fitting it gives. That is why I'm removing this one. But you can put it and attach your zip allowance. But on this video, I'm not attaching zip on it. I just remove this zip side. I'm going to be sewing it down. So from this my shoulder here, I will take my armhole. Armhole is 8. So how did I get this armhole? This 8 inches I got from here. Remember I said my shoulder is 16 inches. I divide the 16 inches like this. I divide it into two. It gives me 8 inches. And that same 8 inches is what I'll be using for my armhole. You don't need to take any special armhole measurement. With your shoulder measurement, that is what you use for your armhole. Now this my armhole here now is 8 inches. Remember I said this for my shoulder is my armhole. Now this is my round box, my round armhole. So from this armhole here, 8, I take my my waist. My waist is 20. Please watch my video on how to take measurements by yourself. You see what I said. Talk about this waist measurement. My waist measurement, the length is 20. My length waist measurement is what? Is 20. It's 20. From this 20, I'll be taking my hip line. My hip line from this place is from the waist. I take 9 inches. From waist, take 9 inches to get my hip measurement. See? I hope you understand what I'm doing here. Of course. Now let me say it again. From the shoulder, I take 8 inches for my armhole. This is my armhole. For my shoulder, 8 inches, and from the shoulder 8 inches, my armhole, and from that shoulder again to I I take 20 inches. 20 inches. My waistline is 20 inches. And from there, I take to the full length of the dress that I want. The full length. The full length of this dress is 44. The full length is 44 plus my seam allowance 45. So these are the measurements I'll be needing for this dress. My armhole, my waistline, and my hip line. Remember I said from my waist I take 9 inches to get my hip length, and from there to the full length of my dress. After that, I take my ruler to make this straight line here. To make straight line. To make another straight line like this. So now I'll be placing the measurements now. I'll be needing the wideness of the neck, 3.5. I'll be needing the wideness 3.5, or I can take it 3 inches. Depends the neckline of your choice. You can take this 3.5, or you can take the 3 inches. If you want it to choke very well, 3 inches. I'm taking 3 inches. The length, I will take the length 4 inches. So 3 inches by 4 inches. Take my armhole straight, and for me to get it right, I take it from this side again, and I divide the armhole into 2. I hope you are seeing this line, this chalk line. Yes. So I divide my armhole into 2, 4 inches, just to curve my armhole. To curve my armhole. Before covering the armhole, I will be going to be placing my bust measurement. My bust measurement is 43. So I will explain this very well. So my bust measurement, like I said, is 43. 43 divided by 4, it gives me, okay, I take it 10 3/4. 10 3/4. I place my tape roof like this at the top of this bust line. This is my 10 3/4. Okay, this is my 10 3/4 here. From this side, I take my my bust measurement. I said it's 10 3/4. I divide my bust into 4. It gives me this 10 3/4. 10 3/4, right? This 10 3/4 is a normal fitted dress, because I'm making straight gown. It's not going to be fitted, just free gown like that. Now this is my normal fitted measurements. 10 3/4 is my normal fitted dress. Now because I'm making straight gown, I add 2 inches. The reason why I do not add this these 2 inches to the main measurement, I don't want you to get confused. For you to understand this very well, that is why I separate the straight measurement I'll be adding inside. I said that I will add it one by one so that you will understand it very well. So after I took my normal fitted measurement, 10 3/4, I add 2 inches for my straight gown. These 2 inches I add is one that will give the dress fitted as in free. You know, I'm not adding zip on it. So these 2 inches will help for that. 2 inches for the straight gown. 2 inches. From this normal fitted measurement, I add 2 inches. After these 2 inches, I add my seam allowance. I'm adding 1.5. 1.5 is okay. You can add more than that. It's better you add enough allowance. After the sewing, you trim it off. Remember, I said this is the fitted measurement, like the normal fitted dress, and this one is for the straight sewing, and this is the allowance. So this one is for the bust. After that, I'll now curve my armhole from that fold. You know, remember I divide my shoulder, my armhole into 2. It's 8. I divide it into 4. to take my, this is why I divide this my armhole is to take my curve very well. Now from that four, I curve this down to this. See how I curve it? Very easy. Now I come to my waistline. My waistline is so for waist, my waist is 10. That is 40 inches divided by 4. I say you divide your round measurement into 4. My round waist measurement here is 40 inches, and I divide it into 4. It gives me 10 inches. Right, this is 10 inches here. Like I said again, I'm going to be adding mine 2 inches for the straight sewing. Like for the free dress, 2 inches is okay. Like I said, I don't want to add this together with the main measurement, so that it will not get you confused. For you to understand it, that is why I'm adding it differently, adding separately. Now I add 2 inches for the straight sewing, and I add 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. This 1.5 inches is optional. You can add more than that. You can add 1 inches. Why I say add this 1.5 or 2 inches or 1 inches, it's better you add enough allowance. After sewing, you can trim it off. Now I come to this my hip side. This is my hip side. My hip here, this hip here is 49. Wow, it's very big. Now 49 divided by 4, like I said, it gives me 12.75. Yes, I make it 12.75. 12.75. This is 12.75 here. I add my 2 inches for the straight sewing, and I add my sewing allowance 1.5 inches. So is this 1.5 I'll add for all the sewing. So this is how this is how I take my my straight sewing measurements. So the same thing I got from this hip side. That is the same measurement I'll be using for the ending here. Now I said my hip measurement is 11.75. It's 12.75. Sorry for this. Whatever I got from the hip, that is the same measurement I will use for that side. I add my 2 inches again. You don't need to reduce it or add it. Unless if you are making it A-line, if you want it to be A-line, if you want this place to be A-line, you want it to be more wider at the down part. From this place, you add like 3 inches. 3 inches from it. After taking this the fitted dress, the fitted measurement, this is the straight for the straight, and before you add just your seam allowance, you add 3 inches. That is, you want it to have straight at the down part. Add 3 inches. 3 inches is okay. Before you now add your 1.5 sewing allowance, and from that hip side and from the hip side, you now plant it to meet with this 3 inches rule. As if from this hip side, you straight it down to meet with the 3 inches. And in case if you are making it a line, you want it to be wider. You can even add 6 inches or 5 inches. So normally that 3 is okay, or 5 inches is okay. So that is how to take measure of this straight sewing dress. I hope you understand it very well. Now we're cutting it now. Before then, we're going to be joining this thing. So from this place, I will take it, connect it, meet it to this my waist, from waist to my hip line, from my hip line to straight down. So I've draw the line from the armhole to my waist to my hip, straight down. Like I said from the hip, take it straight down to where I want my leg to be. For the neck side, depends the choice of the neck. Like this one, I said I want the wideness to be 3 inches, while the length is 4 inches. The back, I want the back side to come up. I want 1.5. 1.5 is okay. Yes, 1.5. I want 1.5. So after that, I use my arm hole. My arm hole. Place on it like this. Take my rag. My French curve. Sorry for that. My French curve. So please, you need this French curve. It's very important for shaping clothes. Very, very important. So I'm going to be cutting it now. So I'll first of all cut the right side. When you're cutting it, you need very sharp scissors for cutting. So after that, I'm going to be cutting this side here. I'm going to be cutting it. So I've cut it finished. After that, please notch the necessary line. Just notch it. Notch it like this. The reason why I notch this, I'm notching my this line here, is for me to know when joining it, I will know where the hip is, where the waist is, and where the bust is. So that is why I like notching my work. It's very, very important. Just give it a notch. So while sewing it, you know where to sew. And remember to, when you're sewing it, the measurement, the allowance you add. Like this one, I add to it 1.5 inches. Is that 1.5? I will sew straight down. You don't need to start taking any other measurement. Just take that 1.5, sew it straight down. It's okay. So that this dress will be having pockets at the front side. So I'll be cutting the pockets now. After the pockets and sleeve, and after that, the front, like I said, I'm not going to be attaching zip on it. I will be cutting the facing on it. I can use facing or yes, to turn the neck round. After that, I'll open this the zip side. Remember, I said I'm not adding zip on it. I'm just going to sew it. But if you're making yours, if you like, you put zip. If you like, you leave it just like that. There's no problem. But in this tutorial, I'm going to be, I open it like this and sew it back. It gives fitted fit on it. It make it to look very fitted on it. So this is how to cut this straight blouse. It's very easy to cut. Now I'll be, like I said, I'll first of all attach the facing first. After the facing, I will join with the shoulder, the two shoulder. After the shoulder, I'll be sewing 1/2 inches for the shoulder, and after the shoulder, see what I mean for that. Sorry for this. So this is how the shoulder. I'll be joining the shoulder like this. I just measure 1/2 inches and join it straight. So when you're sewing the neck of your dress, if you want the neck to balance very well, just before sewing it, use your tape. If you're a beginner, use tape like this. Measure 1/2 inches like this. See this 1/2 inches. That is what you use to sew the neck straight to this. To meet with another 1/2 inches here. See what I'm doing here. So for the neck to relax very well, make sure don't just sew from the tape here. Make sure sew up to 1/2 inches. 1/2 inches and follow it straight down like this. So meet with the same 1/2 inches in. So after sewing it, you see that it will relax very well. After sewing it like that, you notch it and top stitch it. Remember I said I'll be adding a front pocket on this front pocket. On the pocket, after joining my shoulder with half inches before I now join my pocket. The pocket is from after the shoulder. I measure 20 inches. 20 inches is where my waist is to attach my my pocket. When I get to that one, I will show you how to attach it. So let me go straight to the sewing part. Sleeve is this I have video on how to cut a sleeve. If I start to explain this particular sleeve, it will make this video to be longer than this, and I don't want this video to be longer than this. Please watch my video and see how to cut perfect sleeve, because this sleeve has a calculation. For you to get this line and get this one, it has calculation. So if I start to explain the calculation here, the video will take more longer than this, and I don't want it to be too long. So just watch my video and see how to cut this perfect sleeve. Very easy. All I need for my scalp like this. Take my. Let me explain this measurement I had here for the body the gown. You know, I add 2 inches for the straight sewing, and I add 1.5 for the seam allowance. So the same thing I add for the main sewing, for the main dress, that is what I add for this sleeve also. Now I add 2 inches, I still add the 2 inches, and I still add 1.5 for the seam allowance. And for this cap sleeve, after my 8 inches like this, I still add my 2 inches. Yes, I add my 2 inches and I add my 1.5 inches. Like I said, better you add enough allowance. After the sewing, you see trim it off. Then after sewing, the sewing, this the short, you have short sewing. So for you to start joining dress, just add enough allowance. After that, trim it off. So I'm going to be cutting it now. Please try watch my video and see how I cut how to cut perfectly. It's very easy to cut. I really explain it very well. I explain it step by step so that you understand it. It has calculation, like I said. After that, you notch it like this at this edge side. So this is for this the sleeve. For the pocket, I say pocket to be at the front side. So for this front pocket, depends again how you want the length to be. Like this one now is the length of this is 11.5. Both the sewing allowance and the main fabric is 11.5. So for the length, the wideness is 9 inches. So before I will attach it to the main dress, I will first of all fold the edges like this, side like this, and fold this side like this, and sew it straight. And I come to this the down part, I fold it again and sew it. I come to this other side, this is where my hand will enter. I fold like 1 inches. I fold like 1 inches there and sew it. After that, I'll bring it for you to see. Now we're cutting this particular pocket here too. I will need 2 pockets for the front sewing. So before I sew the sleeve, first of all, I'll fold the down part here by half inches. Fold it like this. First of all, fold half like this, and fold this again. After that, I sew it. So remember, I fold half and I fold it again. So I'm going to be doing it like that all the way to this end here. So after that, I will attach the sleeve face to face. This is the face of the sleeve and this is the face of the main fabric. So I'm going to be, I'll first of all join it from the shoulder here. So remember, I notched the sleeve when I was cutting it. notch side and the shoulder side. I join it together and pin it together. So I'm going to be sewing it now straight down. So after, I'm going to pin it straight simple way. So after that, I pin it to this stage here and sew with 1/2 inches round to the other side. So after that, I'll now bring it to attach the pocket before joining it together. I've joined the sleeve complete. So remember I said when I was cutting it, I added 2 inches for the straight sewing. The same that 2 inches I added on the sleeve also, and I added the same allowance, the same allowance I add on the main fabric. That is the same allowance I add on the sleeve. So that after sewing the sleeve, it will, as in, complete to the, it will get to the end like this. There will not be any short for it. So that is why any allowance you add on the main fabric, that is what you add on the sleeve to complete, to make it equal. So I'll be attaching the pocket now. First of all, I'm going to be folding my fabric like this. We open it. For the neck, I use the fabric to turn the neck. I fold the front piece together like this. I fold it into 2. Just the front side, I fold it into 2. Remember I said to attach your pocket is for, you measure from shoulder to your waistline. So the waistline of this is 20. If you are attaching pocket to any dress, you measure from the shoulder 20 inches. So this is the shoulder of this dress. From the shoulder, I measure 20 inches. This from the hip, and this place is for the waist, 20. So I'm going to make straight line there, so that this is my. So from this middle part here, I folded it into 2. I fold it into 2. Sorry for this, my camera is not. So from this middle part here, I measured 3 inches. From the middle part here, from this middle here, remember I said I fold the front together, the front piece, not the back one. I remove the back. I fold the front like this. See the folding like this. I fold it into 2 like this. For the front part, I fold it together and measure from the shoulder. I measure 20 inches where I will attach my pocket. You know, remember I said I'm not putting my pocket at the corner like this. I'm putting it in the front pocket. So from this middle part here, I hope you see what I'm doing. So from this middle part here, remember I said I've measured 20 inches from the shoulder. Now I measure 3 inches from this middle part here. That is where my pocket will start. From this 3 inches, from here to here, 3 inches. So I will take my pocket now, and before I attach my pocket, you fold the rough edge. I'll fold this side. I'll fold this side again. Fold this side. For this, where I'll be passing my hand, I fold it like 1/2 inches. You can fold 1 inch. You can fold it 2 inches. Depends how you want it to be. So after that, I'll take my pocket like this, and place it from that 3 inches and measure from here to here. I place my my pocket there, and like this. I use a pin to pin it. Remember to use your pin to hold it down before sewing it. I hold it down like this. See, I hold it down like this. So I fold it, I attach this like this. So I'm going to, the same thing, I'll do it for other side again, the other side. So I'll turn this in again to this other side like this. This other side like this. Measure my 20 inches again. And from this middle side again, I'll measure 3 inches like this again. I measure 3 inches. I take my second pocket. First of all, use pin to hold it down so that when you are sewing it, it will not shift. So see, so I attach it for this left hand side and the right hand side. So let me take it again, this side. So this side, when you are sewing it, I will be sewing it at this tip side here. I will be sewing from this tip side. I will sew this tip side here. I will first of all sew from this down part first. Before sewing this side, I will first of all sew the down part first from the tip side. Now, before sewing this side, don't sew it like this to avoid the tightness. I'll just push it front small like this so that my hand can pass through it. Push it small, just little, and use pin again to pin it. Sew it straight to this side. The same thing, I shift it little again, just to open little, so just for my hand to be able to pass through it very well, and I sew it. After sewing this thing, this first thread I sewed before, I will use my pin and remove it. Now remember, I'm not removing this one here because I'm not sewing anything there. So this reason I sewed, I will be going to remove the thread out so that it will be very neat. So I'll take it to the machine now and sew it. Remember to shift this front side little so that it can pass your hand very well. So after this now, I've done that one. After that, I will take after touching the pocket, I take my sleeve like this. I fold it like this. And take my round sleeve. My round sleeve here is 6 1/2. I take my round sleeve here. Remember, I add 1 1/2 for the seam allowance, put from the bust to waist to hip. So that same 1/2, that is what I will take. Don't take more than that. Don't take below that. Just take that 1/2. Just after you remove after removing your round sleeve, after your round sleeve, the 1/2 you add for the main fabric. That is that 1/2 for 1 inch, whichever inches you add on your fabric. That is that inches. That is the one that you will be sewing. Sew it straight down. So after that, fold the down part, and that is the end of the sewing. So I'm done with the dressing. See the pockets. See how it looks. See the neck. Choke like that. So give it a try and see how it comes out. Very easy to make. So just give it a try and see how it comes out. Very easy to make. Within 1 hour you are done with it. So thank you for watching my video. Please, if you have not subscribed before watching it, just subscribe for me, like my video, and share my video. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye.